Yes, everything is good here, sir. And how are you?
Yeah, I'm absolutely well.
Okay.
So, what's up today?
Okay. Sir, I wanted to ask you how to give face pass in between, sir. When we are conversing, how to stop in between without using filler words. How can we proceed further? So how to reduce my pass face, and also how can I improve my conversation without using any filler words?
First of all, using filler words is not forbidden. It is not a crime, it's not a sin.
Okay.
So, why we use filler words? You are thinking what to say next about the content or which words to use.
Okay.
So during that thought process, while thinking, so unknowingly you are using some word, mm, uh, all these are called filler words, or we call another word for the fog horns. So mostly we use um, um, mm, and sometimes you repeat the same word I want to my god see, this is filler. You are thinking, and once it is so frequent, then it becomes boring. Your speech, your conversation becomes boring. So you can use a filler like once in like 3 to 4 sentences.
Okay, sir.
So once your brain prepares your speech, it cannot prepare a speech for 1 hour or 15 minutes together. So what you do is, like, after 3 or 4 sentences you deliver, then take a pause or use a filler word and just plan for another 4 or 5 sentences. And brain is so fast, faster than a computer. Its cognitive abilities and planning what to say next, it's very, very, very supreme. Okay,
Okay.
so that is about this thing. And if you want to completely avoid fillers, you use pause. Okay, instead, like yesterday I was talking to my learner. See, when I use a pause, I will just raise my finger. Yesterday when I was talking to, this is a filler. Instead, yesterday when I was talking to my student, she was willing to attend the classes on weekends, but I told her weekends I am not free. Since she is a student, see, I'm not using any filler words. I'm
Okay.
using pause.
Pause.
So this giving a pause is far, far, far professional than using a filler word.
Okay.
Even though the purpose is same, using a filler word, but that filler word becomes so
Awkward.
obvious,
Yes.
awkward, and that brings your speech to a lower level,
Mm.
substandard. So now, so you can use, like, you can pause, and instead of, you make it a point that yes, I'm not going to use any fillers, and then use pauses. Then try to reduce pauses. This comes from practice.
Okay, sir.
Okay, but what happens is people are nervous. They don't have time to think and follow these principles and rules.
Mm.
So, easiest path. Water always flows to the easiest path. Similarly, when your speech, so I wanted to talk to you something important. Uh, it's okay, Mahalashmi. There is no problem in using fillers. See, fillers are for thinking, like what to say next. See, it's not problem, but if you use it in three, like you watch the videos of like extremely fluent people, articulate and eloquent speakers, you will find small fillers here and there.
Mm.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So for that, what you need is like practice with starting with like jam technique, 30-second jam, or a 45-second jam, or a 1 minute jam. Just a minute. Jam means just a minute. So initially go with 30-second, or you can't, you go for the 20 seconds. And that 20-second, make the point, I will not use fillers. If you're making a speech, of course, you have to use. So it's not that all the words will come handy to you.
Mm.
Okay. So you know what is a jam technique, how to practice. Take the easiest topic and speak.
Okay, sir.
Another technique is describing some videos. Have you
Okay.
tried that? Have you seen that? Or
Yes,
have
I
you
have
heard about
seen
that?
that. Yes.
What is that? What do you mean by describing a scene?
Okay. There must be a video without audio. So
Mhm,
by seeing their action, we have to explain what are they
mhm,
doing in that video.
mhm,
It must be in a ocean, in a river, or it must be in upstairs. Someone
mhm,
trying to pull their bar, so
mhm,
they would probably lie down or fell down without pulling it properly. So
mhm,
in that case, we have to explain the action, every action,
mhm,
starting from the door and what they attained at the last. Like
mhm.
this, without audio, they would provide some video. We have to narrate it. We have to describe their action.
Okay. So you were telling that someone was doing something, some pull-ups or bars, and what happened?
So as soon as they would fall down, sir, so we have to explain. See, instead of pulling it down, they missed it and they fell down. So like this, we have to tell by watching that video.
Hmm. Okay. So let me check. Let me try. What was that video called? Have you watched that video?
So it's not now. It's been about 1 or 2 months ago. I watched that. Like describing a situation, describing a video.
Okay. I got it. I got it. Okay. So now I'll show you the video.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Try to explain that video.
Okay. Yes. You will never be fluent in English.
Okay.
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 What is that video about?
Okay. A lady
What is
was
explain?
trying to do pull-ups, and
Hmm.
by her body appearance, it seems that she is regular to that exercise.
Hmm.
While
Okay. Go
pulling up,
ahead. Go ahead.
yes, while pulling up, somehow she missed her concentration, and she
Mm-hmm.
fell down. But she did not stop there. She just moved forward and tried it in the next time. She fell on the bars in between.
But how
And
can she try next time? The bar has come out. It came loose.
yes, she has to fix it and she has to continue it.
So why it came loose? Was it not fixed properly? Who is responsible for that? If something happens and if she breaks her back or leg or hands, who is responsible for that?
Okay.
You can say that when you're describing that scene,
Okay, sir.
you can add all those things. That's what I'm
Hmm.
telling. You
Okay.
know?
Okay.
See?
Okay.
You have seen that.
Yes,
What
sir.
happened? Explain. Try to speak for 1 minute or 1.5 minutes.
Okay, sir. A man was carrying a donkey on his back, trying to up by using a ladder.
Trying to
Initially,
up, trying
trying
to
to go up.
go up.
Yes, sir. Trying to go up by using the ladder to somewhere, to the upstairs,
To the
to the
terrace.
to
To
the
the terrace.
terrace, to the terrace. Initially, it was a joke for me, and as soon as I saw that picture, a smile came on my face, uh, nevertheless, I was concentrating on that video in order to explain it, in order to describe it. He was pretty confident during the initial stage. He was carrying it properly, and he was meticulously moving forward by keeping his
Meticulously maneuvering his steps
maneuver to
through
the
the
gaps.
gaps of the precarious ladder.
Precarious ladder is.
Uh-huh.
He was calculating in his mind. He has to carry the donkey, and also he has to climb the ladder. He
Steps.
was
He has
he was
to take the steps carefully.
yes, he reached the other steps carefully, even though in
And
between,
all
yes,
of a sudden,
all of a sudden there was
the
a
ladder snapped.
ladder snap. He
And
fell down abruptly from the top into the river. Thank God there was a river
it's not a
between.
river, it's a water tank.
It's a water tank. Okay, it's a water tank. Thank God it was a water tank. Otherwise, we couldn't imagine what would have happened if he fell on the floor or somewhere. There might be a hurt for donkey and the man. Thank God water was there. So somehow I guess that he must be saved.
Can you tell something about the dress he
Yes.
was wearing?
Yes, he
Has it
was.
something to do with the dress?
Okay. It was an ordinary dress. See, the dress, I didn't know whether it was suitable for climbing up or
It
not,
was
but
very loose, like
it was
kurta
very
pajama.
loose.
Uh-huh. He should
Pajama,
have been
yes,
wearing a trouser or a
trouser or
short
tuck in shorts for
tracks
tracks
for such a
for
important task,
adventurous action.
adventurous task. Uh-huh.
Yes, yes.
And
See,
first of all, tell me why a man should take a donkey to the terrace. Why?
yes. He would have planned to watch the donkey, or he would have planned to tie it there.
Someone will tie, so that means this man is crazy.
No, sir.
He's
Something like he must have planned to wash the donkey in the upstairs, so that it would be good if it gets the sunlight, proper sunlight in the terrace, so it would get dry soon, so that he would be able to use it in his upcoming events properly. With wet and all, there is another possibility that it would go to the sand and make it dry, make it dirty again.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it is
maybe.
advisable.
Yeah, so he gave it a shower, and normally he used to tie it on the ground on a tree, but this naughty donkey must
Okay.
be breaking the rope, cutting it loose, and running away to go to the nearby streets and playing with the other donkeys and making nuisance, and maybe the neighborhood complained that this donkey
Complaint.
is making a lot of problem. So instead he thought, okay, I will tie it on the terrace. We
Terrace
cannot take it
is
to the bedrooms. So at the terrace, there could be some kegs or some pegs. So he can be tied so that even if it breaks it loose, breaks the rope, it cannot jump from the terrace and go
terrace.
away and create ruckus in the neighborhood.
Is.
And tell me something about where did they fall down
Sir,
into kind of murky water in the water tank? Because
murky
like
means
murky means like full of dirt.
full of dirt. Okay.
Dirt. It's not a clear, plain distilled water.
Mm.
Because if you see, if you look at the background, what kind of building is that? See and
It's
see
under
what.
construction.
Ah, so now you see, if you can watch it like any scene,
Yes.
because of our technical issues, I'm not able to show it clearly, or I have to show it like several times. So
Yes.
in case of such examples or exercise, you can see that video 4 or 5 times. Look around that video,
Yes, sir.
what is the situation, and he is going on a construction site. This is one thing. And you see, he is hoisting a donkey on his shoulder.
Okay.
Okay, so and what is he wearing? Okay.
Pajama.
And how old the
Yes.
donkey is? Is it a donkey? Is a young donkey or old donkey? Maybe the donkey is sick.
Sick.
That's why he cannot walk. That's why he's carrying someone there to take care and see the construction site and see on the ladder the condition. That's why a precarious ladder. Precarious means in a dangerous condition.
Dangerous.
Okay. Then it goes up, and what could be the reason to fell down? Okay. Then where he falls, how he falls, and in general, like after a story, we say the moral of the story. So was it like, what was the emotion you had when you see? Was it hilarious? Was it
No.
funny, or was it sadful, or was it a crazy scene, or is it a very dangerous scene? So you can see, you can add the emotion added to that video. So that can make you speak 1 minute or 1.5 minutes.
Okay.
And after making a speech, like try. Okay, you said he was carrying the donkey to the terrace. I was telling he was hoisting the donkey to the terrace.
Okay.
You said you were walking, he was walking carefully on the ladder. I said he was maneuvering carefully. Maneuver means do your movements carefully.
Carefully.
Like if you are maneuvering your car in a heavy traffic, so you will drive like this,
Mm.
sometimes stop, take left, take right, like go straight. You will be
Okay.
watching all surroundings very carefully. So that process is called maneuvering.
Maneuvering. Okay, sir.
Okay, so he was maneuvering and going on the precarious ladder. You
Ladder.
said that it was a very dangerous ladder.
Dangerous.
So try to add some better vocabulary. Or if you are learning through such videos, there will be a lot of good vocabulary. They will describe that after. You watch it 2 3 times, you describe that, then you listen to the wording, the video, the rest of the video, the person who has created will be describing that. Then you get the advanced vocabulary, then make your own speech. This is why I'm telling you have to take
Yes,
all the
sir.
effort.
Yes. And while narrating, while describing the situation, my mind would focus on the words to describe it, sir. So how can I concentrate on my pace, on my pass and all?
Again, I will say it's all about the practice.
Practice.
So you can see initially you will go with the normal pace and the normal vocabulary.
Okay, sir.
Okay. After 2 3 trials, then okay, now your fluency is okay. You are able to describe the scene. Then think about like alternate words, phrases, or if you can add at least one idiom into that,
Okay. Mm.
or anything about that man. I
Mm.
think I think he lives in a fool's paradise. Ah,
Okay.
well, idiom.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that
He
you can
lives.
think. It's not that all of a sudden it will come. So, what idiom I can use in this entire episode? One episode, one idiom.
Okay.
One episode, two advanced words.
Mm.
So, what was the man doing? What word I used? The
So he
man was
maneuvering,
he was maneuvering.
maneuvering.
Maneuver means, what do you mean by maneuvering?
So moving carefully by
Moving
watching
carefully,
carefully by
diligent,
watching diligent.
diligently.
Okay.
Okay. And what was he doing? What was his intention? What he wanted to do? He wanted to carry
The
the
donkey,
donkey. What word I used?
the
He was
hasting,
hoisting. Hoisting
ho-
means raise
hosting.
something. Yes. Hoisting. He was
Okay.
hoisting the
Hoisting.
monkey
So
to
like
the
flag hoisting.
flag
No, that is
hoisting. Yes.
the
Yes.
same word, sir.
Same word. We
Okay.
were hoisting, taking the flag to the top, and this man was hoisting the donkey to the
Okay.
terrace.
Okay.
Physically, he was carrying, And instead of carrying, you can say, this, I think this man, he's an old man, he is hoisting a donkey over a precarious ladder.
ladder.
While
So
maneuvering all his steps carefully, at the end, the ladder snapped and both of them fell into the
water,
murky water
murky
below.
water. Okay.
So, see, these will be like now I heard from this. So I produce some of the words from that to you. So if you listen to that several times, so a scene you can very well you can describe.
Okay,
So
sir.
jam technique, shadowing technique, describing a video,
Video.
describing a picture. See,
Mm.
many things you can do.
Okay.
Endless
So,
possibilities. So
yes.
people think, okay, I want to speak, I don't have a partner to speak. So do these exercises every day. So most important thing, describe a video, or you don't need a video. You can describe your room.
Mm.
Many books are there. Your parents' pictures are there. There's a beautiful texture painted wall behind you. There's a curtain behind you. You can describe that. Describe your room. Describe your kitchen. Describe your hall. Describe your house. Describe your street. Look through the window and describe.
Okay.
Wow. See, I can see three cars going. One is a black car, and a brown car is following that one. Oh, the first car is driven by a lady, I think, and the second car is driven by an old man. I don't know how this old man is able to maneuver in this heavy traffic.
Traffic.
Yeah.
Mm.
Anyway, the third car. Oh, that man is not wearing the seat belt. Oh my God, this is dangerous. See, this is what you have to do.
This is precarious,
Precarious, yes, dangerous.
dangerous.
What else?
Okay, sir.
These are
Really
some good
wonderful.
exercises you can you can do with your students. In your case, it's easy. You can directly share the video.
Okay.
But here with EnglishYaari, we cannot share. We are not
Share
allowed to
it.
share the videos. Only this Thai kind of showing like this. I just wanted to explain how this exercise is done. Explain a video. In your case, you can have it in your laptop. Either you can have screen sharing,
Mm.
or you can send these videos links to someone of your students, and they can watch it. They can open it while you are in the class, and they can describe. You can send pictures. I think we have done that exercise earlier. I'll
Yes.
show you some pictures, and you can, okay, can you describe something about your parents' pictures backside?
Yeah, my in-laws.
In-laws,
My
okay. Yeah, look at them, look at them, look at that picture. Mhm. Okay, okay, you can,
yes.
what comes to your mind? You have to you have to describe that picture.
Okay. See, whenever I see them about that picture, sir, or my intention towards that picture, what
You
I
can
feel.
say anything. Look at that picture.
Okay. This
நல்லது
is my
சொல்லலாம்,
in-laws
கெட்டது
picture.
சொல்லலாம், தப்பு சொல்லலாம், உங்களுக்கு அவரை பயமா இருக்குன்னு சொல்லலாம். You
No.
are deeply in love and respect with your in-laws, what all things they did during your initial married life, and now where are they? They seems to be highly educated because your in-law, your father-in-law is wearing a three-piece suit, and your mother-in-law is wearing a Kanjipuram sari with some jasmine flowers embedding the hair, and they're a very beautiful couple, an ideal couple.
Yes.
Describe a picture.
Okay, sir. My father-in-law and mother-in-law were there in that are there in that photo, and they are no more now. So every day I make sure that I worship them. After before having my food, I just give my gratitude by worshiping them by folding my hands. In that picture, whenever I am down in the dumps, I come near to their photo and I pray. I pray them, and see, you are there. I don't think that you are no more. You are here, and you have to safeguard us.
You live in
And
my heart. You
they are
live in
in
my
my
heart.
heart. No,
Whenever I
I
have
do.
a problem, I always remember you. I
Yes.
look upon you for guidance. You are
Guidance.
my North Star. You
You
are
are
my guiding star.
yes.
I can't forget the days when I came first to your house.
No, I
You know,
haven't seen them, sir.
you haven't seen them. Okay.
Yes,
So
I did not
many,
see them.
many, many good memories comes to your mind, you know. So you can talk all those things.
Yes.
So now what happens is after speaking, you forget what words you used, what
Yes.
phrases you use, how can you replace these words. So what is the solution? What's the remedy for that?
Recording.
Record. Then you can say, okay, I use these words. So what other words I've learned many other words. So what else I can use?
Okay.
Or you look at that picture, you make a paragraph, write a paragraph.
Oh,
So you can think and write the
right.
words. But that's the beauty of writing. When you're
Mm.
speaking, you cannot think because you don't have much time. So
Time.
you can write down the paragraph, you can add whatever phrases, idioms and vocabulary you want to use that. Even if you are getting the basic beginner vocabulary, no problem.
Mm.
Let your brain start doing, working on this. Then you read it once or twice. Yes, I'm ready. Then take the mobile phone and say that
Okay.
speech and then record. So, this is the reason to say that it's not a talent, it's not a gift, it's not luck, it is just practice. It takes
Divinity
time.
and practice.
It takes time.
Mm.
People, no, if I say all these things, oh my God, I don't want to do that. I don't have time for all this.